Jaco Brits joins us, Head of Immigration at Xpatweb. Welcome, Jaco. Great to have you with us.
Morning, Clarence. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so essentially, we're talking about a 15-month extension for foreign nationals with pending visa, waiver, and appeal applications. Give us the details.
Yes, so the Department of Home Affairs in the last hour on the 30th of March granted this concession for waiver, visa, and appeal applications that are still pending with the Department of Home Affairs. It's only for long-term visa and appeal applications, not short-term. This concession is granted for 15 months until the 30th of June 2027.
We know that DHA, Department of Home Affairs, they're battling a very significant backlog. To what extent have they dented it? I also know that there's a migration. They're going to an electronic travel authorization, a points-based system of sorts. Is this just to align that big pool of applications that they have with the online registration process?
I would say it's a little bit of everything. Home Affairs just rolled out the ETA system, the electronic travel authorization, which they have tested with the G20, with the coming in for the G20s, and it worked very well. We are seeing clients on the short-term visas that are coming to South Africa that have the electronic authorization to come in. It works smoothly, and that took a lot of time and effort to build that system because we did not have that. And then if we go on to what the changes of in the past couple of months in the immigration landscape, now long-term work visas are being calculated on a points-based system, as you say correctly. A general work visa, you have to score 100 points to obtain a work visa. Where a critical skills, you automatically obtain the 100 points if your skill is listed on the critical skills list. So they are making good progress with that, but with that, it takes time and it takes hands to do that, and that's the reason for the delay of processing of the visa applications.
Again, my guest, Jaco Brits, Head of Immigration at Xpatweb, and Jaco specializes in corporate and scarce skills immigration. Does that give us a sense of who really benefits from this extension? Is it we are competing with the rest of the world for talent? Is that the objective here?
Yes, so definitely. So people that are currently South African foreign nationals that are working, the talent that is in South Africa that are scarce, that have to renew their visas, they are covered by this concession. And we are seeing in the concession now. It does not say your application has to be submitted on or before a certain date. It's open-ended, so it is our guess that it will be applicable for future applications as well, that will be made in the next 15 months. So those foreign nationals will also be covered by the concession.
Okay, so if you have a pending application now, or if you have a VFS receipt proving that you applied before the dates that you mentioned, 2023, early 2024, then your status is frozen in a legal state.
That's correct, yes. So what that means is you have to still comply with the Immigration Act and its regulations. You have to also still comply with your current visa conditions. Say, for instance, if you are granted a visa to work at Cape Talk, you must still continue to work at Cape Talk in that specific position that's endorsed in your visa. The only thing is your time period is then extended until your item is then sent to you or being collected.
Yeah, except talk is not a scarce skill. Okay, now let's go to the whys. Jaco, we've seen this kind of extension before. 6 months we've seen it before. 15 months is a long time. What is a signal? Maybe the backlog was deeper than we thought. Are we just getting to what? The department just looking for some breathing room?
Breathing room and a new created backlog. Because what we are seeing in business is that applications are being adjudicated. However, the outcomes are then rejected for nonsensical reasons. And then that now creates another backlog of appeal applications. So it is breathing room to fix the digitalization of the department, and then to address the current backlog that they are facing with the nonsensical rejections.
Let's look at the digital nomad and their needs. They may not be working for a South African company. They not be paying into the fiscus, paying taxes over a year. They may be working for a foreign company. Do they qualify for this kind of visa in the first place?
So it depends on if you are coming to work in South Africa and you're working for a South African company. You do require a South African work visa, whether it's an intercompany transfer work visa, a general work visa, or critical skills visa. But if you apply for the digital nomad visa, also known as a remote work visa, you have to be employed by your foreign employer in your country of origin or another country or wherever you are based back then. And when it comes to Africa, you're not allowed to work for the business in South Africa. You are here, you're enjoying our beautiful view of Table Mountain, enjoying our coastline, but you can't work for our employers here.
So if you're a digital nomad, you're on a tourist visa, basically, you may be invoicing from a B&B, an Airbnb in the city, but you're on a tourism visa.
In a sense, yes, but that visa just grants you the condition that you may work in South Africa for your foreign entity.
Okay, and would the time frames of such a visa be different to one that really benefits a local company?
Yes, so the digital nomad visa gets issued for between a year and 3 years. We are seeing with applications now being issued for 1 year, and then it is renewable in South Africa for a further 2 years. You get the full 3 year period.
I guess the rationale is, just to help us there, the rationale is that while you're not, kind of contributing to the tax coffers, you are economically active in the country.
Yes, exactly. You're buying our stuff, you're supporting our local shops, you're contributing in some way to the economic.
Yeah. Now let's just look at those who are impacted by this extension. You're a professional working here on a pending waiver. Can I actually leave the country for a business trip and come back safely? Do I need anything under such circumstances?
Yes, you can travel. The concession is there and it allows you to travel. You have to travel with your VFS receipt. The only catch with this condition is if you are not from a visa-exempt country, you have to return to your country of origin or your country where you hold long-term status and then apply for a business visa under Section 11.1 to then return to South Africa in that country.
Yeah, and the employer would also be impacted, would they not? We got labour laws that could implicate the employer. So I'm the HR manager. I do the talking. Joe is my necessary, my top engineer, and his visa has technically expired, but is pending as well. That would protect the company as well from labour law fines, would it?
Yes.
Okay.
100% correct. Position protects the employer as well.
Yeah. Okay. So then let's understand the future question. How does this extension tie into the new trusted employer scheme? Are trusted employers seeing their applications move faster, or is everyone stuck in that same 15-month waiting room?
Luckily not. We are seeing with trusted employers, their applications are adjudicated a lot faster. The requirements are reduced for trusted employers. So the turnaround time on those visa applications are a lot quicker than the normal visa applications.
Okay, so I think we got a sense then of that in a nutshell, and the fundamentals thereof. Help us to understand the competitive nature of the world for this kind of talent that we are seeking to attract to South Africa. It's a very competitive space, I believe. From your vantage point, what are you seeing?
So what we're seeing currently in the market is a lot of C-suite executives coming to South Africa, and they are being brought in by large multinational businesses. So that South Africa needs that skill that we don't have. So we need that skill that they bring in, and then to upskill our local employees.
Okay, and foreign nationals, I'm sure that anxiety would be allayed by this action by the Department of Home Affairs?
Yes, certainly. We are seeing that a lot of our clients of pending application have anxiety. They are nervous of traveling because you don't know who you face at the border post when you exit South Africa. You don't know if that BMA official is fully briefed on the concession. You don't know if that person was on leave for 2 weeks. So it's very important that you must make yourself familiar with the concession. You have to contact a reputed service provider that can assist you and can guide you with the necessary documentation to allow you to depart South Africa.
And again, my guest is Jaco Brits, head of immigration at Xpatweb. We are talking about Home Affairs extending a generous extension to protect visa holders with pending applications. Jaco has recently noted that while extensions are good, confidence is the real currency, maybe suggesting that something still is lacking in our effort to attract and hold this talent.
So I would say the department is with this concession, they are holding the talent in South Africa because they are showing the commitment to adjudicate the visa applications, and they are committed to allow you to travel in and out of South Africa without being declared undesirable. So they are making an effort to keep the talent here.
And that's the kind of confidence that you're saying you want and your clients want.
Exactly.
Okay.
Our clients want to see the visa applications being processed. We want to see that Home Affairs is not just standing with their hands behind their back. We want to actively see them work, whether it's digitalization of the application process, new processes in place, or just merely a concession helping us and then helping them to adjudicate the applications.
The DHA has been a crime scene for a while now. I think we've seen, 20 dismissals as reported by the Minister Schreiber, 275 criminal referrals. Does this extension also enable them to root out the corrupt in their midst?
Yes, definitely it does, because this concession allowed the senior officials time to focus on getting the corruption out. So it gives them more time to focus on the bad apples and getting rid of them.
Okay, so we're migrating to a digital system. From your perspective, or Xpatweb's perspective, are we seeing the end of the paper trail era, and are you welcoming that end, if indeed it is so?
We are seeing the end of it, and we are welcoming the paperless process. But with any new system being implemented, there will be some hiccups. We have to prepare for that, and we have to prepare our foreign nationals coming to South Africa that in the beginning phases there will be issues with the system. So the paperless system won't just fall away immediately once the digitalization is rolled out. There will still be a paper system until the system is working 100%.
And that would prevent that internal collusion, that corruption that we've seen in the past?
Yes, definitely. That will it will take the I won't say the human factor out of it, but it will take the human interaction with applicants out of it.
Maybe you are impacted by it, and if you are, we'd like to get a sense from you about how you feel about this extension, that your status is legal, it's frozen. If you've been waiting for your application to be adjudicated, you have another 15 months of legal stay in South Africa. Maybe there's some more things that you would like to see South Africa do to attract and to hold talent. I think South Africa is a great place. It's a great place to stay. It's cost effective, and of course we've got everything else that enables you to be connected to the world. Let's talk about that system that you mentioned earlier, the 100-point scorecard. Now, the new system uses this 100-point scorecard. It's based on a salary of 650K plus qualifications and experience. Do you think this objective, it's an objective approach, is it not? Will it finally stop the inconsistent luck of the draw, maybe adjudication that we've seen before? Can it move to, can it stay as objective, or is there subjectivity about it at all?
It can stay as is, because what happens is if your skill is not on a critical skills list and you can't apply for a critical skills work visa, this new points-based system allows you to apply for it. So, say for instance, you do not hold the correct level of qualification. You like I said, your critical skills is not listed on the critical skills list. Then this points-based system allows you then to apply for a general work visa without, like before, you had to submit a waiver application, wait for a couple of years, I'm saying years, for the waiver application to come out. So this points-based system eliminates that, and it allows a foreign national then to apply for a general work visa. So 100% I support this points-based system. I stay with.
Okay, and then to get the full 50 points for salary, an applicant needs to earn nearly 1 million rand a year. And I think we also have needs in the junior talent category. Are we pricing them out?
We are not pricing them out. You can get two set of points. You can get 50 points for the 976,000, or you can get 20 points if you earn between 650 and 976,000. More junior people have a higher qualification. So, for instance, you have a master's or a doctorate, then you earn 50 points already, and you earn less. You earn, say, between 650 and 976,000, then you get a 20 points. You have 5 years of experience, then you get another 20 points. And if you can speak any official language in South Africa, then you get another 10 points. So there you have your 100 points. So it's all about you have to look at a points-based system and then calculate where do you fall in.
Okay, just going back to the digital nomad question, the remote work visa essentially, which governs their presence here. Just in terms of your experience, I don't know, conversion rates, have you seen maybe people coming for a couple of months and then staying longer? Maybe they realize South Africa is that magical space, that lifestyle paradise that they want to be in?
So yes, we are seeing a lot of foreigners, especially in the Western Cape area, where they apply for this remote work visa and they love and stay in South Africa. We have also seen them renewing that visa to get the full 3-year period.
Okay, and then I think it's also important for people to understand, or especially businesses, to understand the trusted employer scheme. Why is it in your interest, if you are in search of the talent that we're talking about, why is it in your interest to sign up?
First of all, very important, you don't have to jump through all of the hoops to get the documentation that you need. For instance, to get a SACWA certificate takes about 6 to 12 months. That is a completely different backlog by the SACWA department. You have to submit proof that your SACWA application is submitted, and then for a trusted employer, you then get the full duration of the visa, not just the 1 year duration as per the directives that was issued last year, or the year before last year by the minister. So it's beneficial for you. You can still attract that highly skilled person from abroad to come and work in your multinational, multi-billion rand company.
Let's talk briefly about that high stakes kind of specialist, the top end of the critical skills that we need, that specialist visa. Are we doing more? Because I would imagine that's where the competition is really at as well. Are we doing well on that particular front, holding them especially here? Or is there more we can do?
Yes, we are. We are doing exceptionally well, holding them here. And to apply for critical skills work visa, it is easy. You just have to comply with the minimum qualification that is required. So definitely, yes, we are keeping them here.
Yeah, it's you haven't been a very happy man for a very long time, and you don't say much, Jaco. But with the little that you say, you sound like you're happy with the direction that we are in.
Yes, for the longest of time, we were not happy. We were fighting with Home Affairs. But now Home Affairs is being steered in the right direction by Minister Schreiber. So we are supporting him, and we're rooting for him, because ever since he has been in power, it has been a lot better.
And I get that. Your sentiment would be based on the prospects for your business. I have no doubt that your business benefits from this. Could there be objections about this direction that we are heading in? South Africa is a very strange country from time to time. What could those objections be?
Objection came from Home Affairs officials not wanting for this process to be digitalized. Because they just don't want to continue learning and bettering themselves. So that is something that might be objected. But other than that, there is nothing. Everyone in the world is becoming digitalized. So we as well have to do that to keep up with the world.
And if the politics is not in sync in respect of this extension, or this real serious effort to attract and to hold critical skills, then the politics is outdated.
Exactly, just like that.
Jaco Brits, it's such a privilege to talk to you and glean from you just where things are at on this front. Thank you for your time. It's appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Head of Immigration, Xpatweb.